Next up, water. And yeah, we need blue fire for this. So much for those fairies, huh? I'm just gonna let this icicle hit me. At least that way it doesn't feel like as much of a waste of a fairy. Welcome back to Ocarina of Time. Jeez. Last time, we began our assault on Ganon's castle, and this time we are going to be continuing our assault on Ganon's castle. These guys are not very threatening. They move towards you before they even try to attack you, so whatever. The icicles are more threatening than the freezards in here. Yeah, so the water temple was kind of originally just going to be ice-themed, I'm pretty sure, and it ended up being replaced by the ice cavern, which is kind of lame. I think an ice temple would be cool, but also, I don't know, the ice cavern kind of already overstays its welcome with all the icicles and stuff, and the freezards are kind of annoying enemies, so whatever. I'll take not having to do it too many times. What is the goal in here? Well, I know what the goal is. Probably. Maybe. What is the goal? Alright, I know what the puzzle is now. We need to get up there where there's red ice, so let's work on that. Going to start by pushing this here, I guess. And this, huh. Okay, I'm gonna restart this. I have to actually, like, see the puzzle and think about it for a second. I know, Willow. Yep, I agree. Ice puzzles are tricky. Oh, that's not, like, a end the puzzle hole. That's a put a block in here hole. Got it. Got it. I still messed it up. I'm pretty sure I put the wrong block in there. How many times will I mess up this one puzzle? Just you wait and see. Alright. We're going to push this here. And then there. And that will allow us to push this, and then we can get that into the slot in the wall that we need it in. Okay. That only took a very embarrassing amount of time, so that's fine. Break that pot to get a fairy. Oh god, I just used my blue fire. Now I need to restart the puzzle again because I used the wrong bottle. Okay. Actually properly finishing the puzzle this time. Only took me like 40 attempts, right? That's pretty good. For my standards. Let's drop the blue fire, hope the fairy hasn't despawned, and then go grab that, because, if I can have 4 fairies, I'd like to have 4 fairies. Any fairies? Hello? I think it despawned. Damn. That's alright, whatever. Who needs a fairy? Not me. Pretty sure we need the Megaton Hammer again. That's good. I love complaining about the Megaton Hammer not getting enough use, but you know what? It is sort of just a worse two-handed weapon, and we don't really need a worse two-handed weapon. In here is the barrier, obviously. This is what keeps all us monsters trapped underground. If perhaps you have any unfinished business, please do it now. The water barrier is dispelled. Hurry up! I'm doing my best. Another barrier bites the dust. Fire is going to be next up. Here we are. It's very hot in this room, meaning we need the Goron tunic, which is a little bit annoying. Come on. However, we can use the hover boots to make this room a whole lot easier. There are 5 silver rupees we need to collect. I'm going to be trying to go for the ones that are on sinking platforms first, just so I don't risk falling into the lava after a cutscene when the door unlocks. So Yeah, I'm gonna focus on that first. And focus on killing torch slugs because all torch slugs must die. Is there an easier way over there than relying on the hover boots? Please tell me there is. Nope. Come on, really? Well, here goes nothing. Wow, that really was nothing. Okay. I think I know what we need to do for that, so the second one I'm going to go for is actually going to be this one. We need to use the golden gauntlets in order to toss this pillar, which, again, really don't like the golden gauntlets being a required item because it makes it so you can't do things in order of the temples, which is what my Let's Player brain would like, but honestly, I think thematically I probably like doing it in the reverse order better, but still I'm gonna complain about it because I'm me, you know? That's how this Let's Play business goes. If I have something to complain about, I'm gonna complain about it. This is partially an outlet for me to talk about games I really like, and partially an outlet for me to talk about the things I don't like about those games. Funny how that works. Oh, Link, come on, really? Today is just not my day, apparently, even though this is like the 8th video I've been recording in this session so far, and like I'm having a good time, and I don't think the last few recordings have actually gone that poorly, but yeah, that platform syncing is why I recommend the hover boots here, but otherwise, the hover boots are kind of annoying. I'll cut ahead when I am back to where I was. I do like that the silver rupees are apparently worth 5 rupees. I never knew that before because I've always had a full wallet when collecting silver rupees. Can I just say, this room kind of reeks of Lethal Lava Land. Like, it just sort of looks like scaled down Lethal Lava Land, and I don't know if I'm crazy for saying that, but that's the vibe I get from it. I don't know if that makes sense, but if it does, I'm glad, because somebody else will be cursed to always just call this room Lethal Lava Land like I do. Alright. We made it through eventually. Which is good enough for me. Let's use our light arrow and break the barrier.
The fire barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, brother.
What's with all you people, like, being really pushy about this? Come on. All right. Two to go. You may think Forest is next, but nope. We met Kepora Gebora before we entered the Forest Temple. But after the Deku Tree. And Saria makes sense as the last one. That's what I think about your tower, Ganondorf. Link, that was really reckless. One of those could have hit you in the head. Anyway, let's head in. We are going to use the Lens of Truth right away, because there is a big skulltula in the middle, and there are keys on some of these chests. The chests that aren't traps are going to be the ones that have keys on them, but they're just going to have rupees in them, so, you know, get them if you need to, but whatever. There's not even a dungeon map or a compass here, so I at least don't need to feel pressured to open all of these chests because I'm not ever going to see that the game is judging me for it on the map. Alright, nice recovery heart. That's good. I think I lost like half a heart. This defense upgrade is really overpowered, so you'll almost never notice if you're losing health against like normal enemies when you have this upgrade. Just kind of nice. And a small key. Not often we've come across those in here, is it? Leads us into here, where, wow, I wonder what the puzzle here could be. Really? That's it, huh? I have it written in my notes, and I'm still in, like, utter disbelief that that is all this room expects of you. What's the point of having keys in this part? Alright, whatever. This room has these boulders, and eventually they'll hit into each other and then start rolling crazily, which is kind of annoying when it happens. But we really just need to go around the room carefully, get all the silver rupees. You know, it's a late game Ocarina of Time puzzle, so everything has to be silver rupees. It's all computer. Oh, there they go. Oh, what the hell? What? What are they? Okay, there's one more. I assume on the other side of this wall. Yep. And, okay, whatever. Keep going. Yes, thank you. And they're going the same direction now. That just kind of worked out, didn't it? This looks like the barrier room, but all that's in here is a wall master, which I don't want to deal with, thank you. Okay. Yeah, that was a Lens of Truth wall. That scared the hell out of me. Luckily, it's only in the first portion of the room. I did not have written that there is a wall master in there. Past me is trolling me with my notes.
The light barrier is dispelled. Hurry!
Only one remaining. The forest barrier. And I can put the green tunic back on. I don't know why I didn't do that right away. Thank God I remembered, or else I would have beaten the game wearing the wrong tunic. Into the forest chamber. Let's go. Okay, it's a Wolfos. I thought it was gonna require Din's Fire, and I did not have written down that it did. I was gonna be really embarrassed because, I wrote earlier in my notes that we had the last required use of Din's Fire. So if I was wrong, like, gee, that would have been embarrassing. Anyway, kill the Wolfos, get Deku... Ooh, not... Oh my god, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. Is Din's Fire required? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3. Well, there's still another torch up there. Din's Fire's probably not required. You can probably do this one with fire arrows, judging by the fact that you need to hit this one with a fire arrow, but that means fire arrows are required. If Din's Fire or fire arrows, pick your poison, I guess. This room. We are going to want to use the hover boots, and as we can see, this is where me saying during the Shadow Temple that it was likely going to be like a wind temple in the forest temple originally comes from. Just because this is a wind-based puzzle and it's for some reason the one for the forest barrier. I don't know, I think it makes sense, especially with the design of the medallion also looking kind of windy, but whatever. I like the forest temple a lot. I think it's probably the best adult dungeon in the game. I say that, I really like the Spirit Temple too, but, like, I have my opinions. And I'm not afraid of them. If you are, you're a coward. Beamos in here. This is probably the trickiest silver rupee puzzle in the game, all things considered, just because of the wind. That doesn't mean it's difficult, though. And if I get this first try when I failed the one for the fire room, that is so embarrassing, because the fire one is notoriously easy in my opinion. I've never struggled with it in my life, and you know, there's a first time for everything. Get that. I'm pretty sure we need to use the hover boots in tandem with the wind in order to get the one that's hanging above there, so I guess we'll find out one way or another, won't we? I'm going to put the iron boots on a different button so I can maybe ignore the wind here? Nope. Okay. Cool. No, I still need the hover boots. Okay. Well, let's get this one. Well, that didn't work out, but that's okay. Whatever. I'll cut ahead to when I'm back to where I was. Stepping on this switch Did... What? Oh, it made a thing for a long shot appear under that one. Okay. I guess I was wrong about needing the hover boots and doing some crazy speedrun tech for it, at least. That's good. Anyway, there's one more, and it's the one I died trying to get last. Awesome. I want to wait for that fan to stop, and then I'll just do a simple jump to get it. Yeah, that was way easier. And way less risky. That was just better overall, I think. Anyway, now we're here. Think I'll stay around. Let's do this. The forest barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, Link. All 6 of the barriers are dispelled. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we enter Ganondorf's tower. See you guys then.